So what's going on, guys? Finished work for the day. It's just gone 1 o'clock. Thought I'd shoot down the Waikato River. It's blowing about 10-15 knots from the northeast today, so it's going to be pretty rough anywhere apart from along beside the cliffs up by the river mouth. So I thought I'd go down there, and it's the right time of year for Trevally. So I'd see whether I can go soft bait up a couple of nice Trevally. We've got about 2 hours before high tide, and it's normally about an hour before high tide that the fish start biting. It's normally a really narrow window, but yeah, we'll go down and see what we can find. Well, we're out on the water. Could have got the wind behind our back at the moment. You can tell it's a lot rougher than it was last week, that's for sure. We've got 2 hours of fishing ahead of us, so we'll get down the river and check it out. Well, we're down by the river mouth. Still pretty windy here. The wind's coming from all directions. But we have got all these hills around us, quite a bit of shelter. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't get too windy. I'll just start some drifts and see how we get on, see if we can find some fish. So first off, I'm going to try the tried and true method, the soft bait. I've got plenty of Trevally down here before, so I'll try that, and then if we start catching them, then at least I know that the fish are here. And I'll try a few other soft baits. Some I think might work even better, but this works, I know already, so I'll try that just to find the fish. So on the first drift we got nothing. Just started a new drift, a little bit shallower this time. We'll give that a try. You really have to keep working your soft bait up off the bottom here, because if you let it drag along the bottom, we're drifting at just over 2 knots at the moment, so it's quite likely to get snagged. Once we drift past the soft bait, just wind it up and throw it back ahead of us. And we got our first fish of the day. I think it might be a kahawai. Oh no, it's a Trevally. So Trevally are notorious for having soft mouths, and if you go too hard on them, you can easily pull the hook out. So it always pays to net them. First fish of the day. Look at that. Nice little Trevally. We got the party ice today. The garage station was all sold out of salt ice. Party ice is not the best, but it's all we've got, so it's better than nothing. And that's just on our little paddle tail on a 1 ounce jig head. So we've got one Trevally in the bin. Just started our third drift now. Trying a different soft bait. One that I think is going to work, but you never know. Fish may not like it. Fish may not like it, but it looks bloody good to me. Now, there's a hell of a lot of bait fish down here, which is why the kahawai are here. And I always thought that Trevally would be feeding on the shellfish down here, but soft baits like this work a treat on them. They're obviously eating the bait fish as well. So, as I was saying before, if you leave your soft bait on the ground too long, you're quite likely to get snagged. And I did. So, we'll tie another jig head on, pop another soft bait on the hook, and keep fishing. Next soft bait, good to go. So it's been a bit quiet, so I've actually just switched up to the curly tail style of soft bait. If it goes quiet, it just pays to try something a bit different. So I've had a couple of drifts now, still only caught the one fish. So what I tend to find down here, you get the salt water mixing with the fresh water out of the river. And quite often the fish will really come on the bite once the river fills up with salt water nearing the high tide. So it's just a matter of waiting it out until that happens. Well, we still haven't caught any fish. Done probably 10 drifts now. Only still that one Trevally that we got on the second drift. Normally it gets better as you get closer to the top of the tide, but this time it's just got even slower. It's just gone past 3 o'clock now, and I think the current's starting to slow down. So we'll maybe give it another half hour. If we still haven't caught anything, then we'll give up. One Trevally. At least I'll get a decent meal of him. That wind's really picking up now, and it almost looks like it's going to rain out there. So yeah, I think we'll pack up and try and beat the weather home. I was actually talking about it earlier, how the seawater pushes in against the fresh water from the river, and here's the line right here. I don't know whether you can actually see it. So we've got the seawater on this side and the fresh water on that side. Well, we just got back to the boat ramp and it's just started to rain, but just in time. Let's see if we can put the jet ski on the trailer. Well, that was easy. We're back at home. Fishing was a bit average, only got the one Trevally, but at least we got something for dinner. Yeah, I think we just need to take a bit of time and study tide times and the tide heights. We might have a bit more luck on the Trevally down there, but there is a lot of potential. I've caught some good fish there before. At least when you don't catch many fish, the ski doesn't get very dirty.